Hello Ethan, welcome back to the channel. I'm just sharing my live stream around a few places and I'll be ready in a moment. This is going to be very taxing on my computer, this. I can hear the fans whirring up already. So, shed it there. Don't think I can, can I share it anywhere else? Let me have a look. Don't know if I can or not. It's not really, probably be a bit frowned upon to share it in like TMP and places like that. Nah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, right. Hello guys, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, controller is set up. I set that up last night, so hopefully, I just need to get the controls working. Let me just check. No notifications. So it's fine. Right. To be honest, I think it's probably best that I do some like tutorials and discovery flights first. So it says to start your journey there. So I think that's probably best. Just going to turn the sound up all the way. And I'm just going to put it through my headphones because I think it will sound better. So before I do, I will get these turned on and flip the audio over. So, that will require me to talent the game for a second. Right. Okay, we should now have audio again. We do. Right. Okay. I think so. There's more world updates to download as well, which I haven't even downloaded yet, which is quite concerning. How many there is, but I think we'll just go off with core content for now. So we'll try and fly. I don't know. I was hoping to try and fly from like the UK or somewhere. Let me just go back into the menu. Free flight mode. That's what I want. Let's see, what have we got? It's Liverpool's code. I can never remember what Liverpool's code is. I think it's in here. Whoops, it ain't. Heliport, London. Let's see. Because I know not every airport in the world is in this. It's impossible, but... I wonder if it depends on what plane you're flying. Let's have a look. Doesn't give you much choice. Nah, here we are. There's some other stuff up here. Look at that thing, Jesus. Ooh, an Airbus. Let's go for an A320. Why not? And we'll go for one of these lovely fake liveries. But we'll go with that one. Believe that. So, we should now be able to select all places. Here we are. Liverpool John Lennon. We'll set that as departure. And we will go to... I think Gorgel wanted me to go to Brussels. So we'll go to Brussels. 44 minutes. This is going to be interesting. So, are you still streaming tonight? I plan to. I mean, this is going here straight into the deep end. I'm not going to lie. You get on a plane next week to Iceland, yeah. Probably only be about a couple of hour flight, I think it is, something like that. It's not long. I'm so nervous right now. I don't want to crash the plane, but I can see it happening. Oh dear. Hello, Heavy. It's taking a while to load, as I expected. It's like 3 hours. I heard in Iceland there's no night.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray, tree 20 ready at runway 27 west departure.
That's loud.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray, tree 20 altimeter, 29.9er, 2 in com departure to the west approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27. Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Airbus tree 20.
Okay. Unlimited fuel, that's good. At least I don't have to worry about running out of fuel. Right, let me see what I need to do. So, is there any, like, how can I put it? Any, I was gonna say, what am I gonna say? Assistance options, that's the one I'm looking for. I'm gonna have it as all assist for now, just to get me going. Okay, so you get assistance by the AI co-pilot. Okay. Control options. Let me just check this. So, set to controller. Okay, I just want to check everything. Make sure I'm happy with the controls because okay. Miscellaneous instruments and systems, flight instruments, engine instruments. Okay. So toggle autopilot is Y. Throttle A and B, increase throttle A, decrease throttle B, landing gear. Yeah. Okay, that's easy enough to remember. Right. Okay. Just check general options. Don't think there's anything in here. I think everything's good. Resync off, which is good. Next 12 is in beta mode. Settings look good. Okay. I heard in Iceland there's no night. Well, there isn't in the summer, but in the winter it's dark like 21 hours of the day. I think it does go dark in like in the summer for like an hour, but it's not even noticeable. Mr. Steve, please take off. This is your captain speaking. I'm a shiny, bald-headed domad making an inbred port. Really? Right. Now. Hang on. Right. This is not going to be good. This is just warm-off. I think it will have fuel and real passenger airplane companies and passengers autopilot, and you don't need to do nothing. Well, at least I want to do is try and fly the sodding thing. When it's 2:30, I have a meeting. Okay. Ooh, that was a bit weird.
Airbus tree 20 continue for west departure.
Right, let's
Liverpool Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20
banking up.
continue for west departure.
I'm scared. I'm the.
Airbus tree leaving by airspace frequency change approved.
Oh dear. That is so funny.
Liverpool Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 frequency change.
I don't even know how high I am right now.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 is type Airbus A20 and 3 miles southwest of Liverpool, 2,400 feet. Request flight following.
Altitude.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Liverpool approach. Squawk 4311.
Okay, well I'm definitely going higher, so.
4311 Airbus tree 20.
Airbus tree 20 radar. Contact 4 miles southwest of Liverpool, 3,600 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Roger Airbus tree 20.
Airbus tree 20 contact Manchester Center on 118.775. Good day.
118.775 Airbus tree 20. Manchester Center.
At least I get
Airbus
free
Alpha Sierra
snacks.
X-ray tree 20 6,400 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Manchester Center altimeter 29.9 continue as planned. Airbus tree 20 contact Liverpool approach on 119.855. Good day.
136 feet.
119.855 Airbus tree 20. Liverpool approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 7,000 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Liverpool approach altimeter 29.9 continue as planned.
I wonder what that means, overspeed. Higher. How much higher do you have to go?
Airbus tree 20 contact Manchester Center on 118.775.
You need to see more clouds.
Good day.
Yeah. I don't say it's gonna take me a while, I think, to get used to this.
775 Airbus tree 20. Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 9,700 feet.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 Manchester Center altimeter 29.9 continue.
Wonder how high you can go without hitting
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20.
hitting the limit.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
That okay, that feels light now, so that feels good.
20 Manchester Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
12,000 feet.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Airbus tree 20.
It feels a lot better now anyway, now the jurying's gone, now you've gone out of the turbulent area. Right. Keep going up.
Ryanair 959er tree descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Check the outside
Speed
camera.
250 knots.
How do you do that? I've forgotten. Where was the outside camera? External. Ah.
Ryanair 9er 845 descend
Apparently.
and maintain 12,000 feet.
It's not R.
Climb.
Hang on. Where is it? External camera. Oh, okay. So you can quick view. That that resets the external camera. Okay. L being down, left, and okay.
Maintain 10,000 feet. Keep
Oh,
speed
okay.
not above 250 knots. Ryanair 9er 59er tree.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Press V, maybe. No, V's not.
Climb and maintain
V's the map.
12,000 feet. Ryanair 9er 845. Ryanair tree 186 descend and maintain 9,500 feet. Ryanair 9er 845. You are 15 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 23 left approach. Ryanair 1902 descend and maintain flight level 240.
Still definitely climbing.
Present heading and
But
altitude. Expect vectors visual runway 23 left approach Ryanair 9845.
I think I do need to bank a bit more, don't I? Looking at the map.
Descend and maintain 9,500 feet Ryanair 3186.
Oh. Bigger version of that would be handy to look at right now. How do you bring it up as a bigger version, or do you just do this? Ah, that just moves it. Okay. Well, that doesn't help. Press the N key and it should go straight to the outside view. Ah, yes. Perfect, Gorgel. That's helpful. That's actually more helpful, actually. Because you can actually see the altitude better. Oh. Put the gear up.
Delta 20 descend and maintain flight level 350.
I pressed that before and it didn't do out. Let me see, is it... It definitely showed it was the, that arrow, but... No. No. Landing gear. Toggle landing gear. So it must be a slow, rise. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. I thought I did it, but obviously you have to hold it for a split moment. Okay. It's good once you hit it, it actually sort of automates itself. So, you don't have to stop it again. Well, you know. This runs actually quite well, considering. Definitely need to bank a bit more though. Very hard to bank at high speed.
Niner tree descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Ryanair 905 Niner tree.
Now you can go faster. We'll have to download some, like, real airline skins eventually.
Virgin 155 descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Ryanair Niner 845 descend and maintain 3,200 feet. Descend and maintain flight level tree 60 Virgin 155.
I just want to test it out to see how long it takes before you start dropping out the sky. And it takes a while, so... You could literally put the controller down for like 2 minutes and you'd be fine. So...
Climb and maintain flight level 400 Virgin 155. Descend and maintain 3,200 feet Ryanair Niner 845. Janix 258 descend and maintain flight level 180.
Not over.
Thunder 50 descend and maintain flight
Yeah,
level tree.
I'm gonna go higher now. I'm just testing the waters more than anything. So,
Climb and
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it now. So.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 80, Tundra 50.
I really wanted this game, but it's 70 quid. It is a lot. If you've got PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass, you can download it for nothing. Well, the standard edition. So. Nope. Come on. Why are we not? Going upwards. I think we've found a bit of an issue somewhere. It's dropping quickly now. Come on, let's go higher. There we go. Yeah, if you've got PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass, you can download it for nothing. The standard edition. I haven't got it. I paid for it because I prefer to pay for me games outright. But you know, it's like 10 quid a month in the UK, and you think about it, 6 months you would have paid for the game, so you might as well just pay for it outright. Now, I paid for it. Oop. Okay. Once you get to like 33,000, it just seems to go down, which is very weird. But Game Pass needs to get paid, right? Yeah, we obviously have to pay for it on a monthly basis.
Speedbird 53 descend and maintain flight level 290.
Just gonna let go and see.
Descend and maintain flight level 290 Speedbird 53. Speedbird 53 climb and maintain flight level 400.
Let's put autopilot in. I think that's done it. Because I'm not controlling it now. I think it was Y. I'll just double check. But yeah, I'll let autopilot do its thing for a bit. So I'm not having to just sit everywhere. It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Should be able to search for it. Yeah, Y. So, master.
Ice Air 451 climb and maintain flight level 320.
I presume so, Gorgel. I'm not sure what the airport's called in Brussels.
Climb and maintain flight level 320 Ice Air 451. Janix 1481 descend and maintain flight level 220.
I think, to be honest, I think I would just take off, let autopilot do its thing after a bit, and then just maybe learn to land it, because I'm going to have to learn to land it.
Maintain flight level 220 Janix 1481.
He's banking a completely different direction to me. There's two. Nope.
Delta 20 descend and maintain flight level 240.
Okay, so you could set it to live weather as well. Well, that's quite handy.
Climb and maintain flight level 240 Delta 20.
Ah, that's beast. So you can actually set it to live weather to what actually looks like where you are in the world at that time. That's boss. What else is there? It's near me. What does that do? So you can teleport to places.
Manchester Center Chanex 272 is passing flight level 295 climbing flight level tree 00.
Okay, I'm definitely not fuming. I wonder what's on the 13 today. Surely it's not anything I need. Oh yes, 2632 and 2639. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I need to go to my meeting in 2 minutes. I'll see you in a bit.
Maintain flight level tree 60. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Ice Air 451. Easy tree 102 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
See? Banking. Okay, so he's actually doing a bit of a loop to increase the speed, by the looks of it. Okay. And then they will... I'm sort of like over, like... I don't know. Trying to work out where I am. Probably like Stoke area somewhere? Oh, I don't know. Now I'm further over than that. I don't know. Derby? Somewhere around there? Don't know. Not the end of the world. I'll try and get them when next Saturday. Well, yeah, they're not going to go anytime soon. Unless you do a Brett. So you're fine.
Easy tree 102 descent. Speedbird 84 climb and maintain flight level tree 70. Swiss 40 descend and maintain flight level tree 00.
Okay.
Chanex 1481 descend and maintain flight level 200. Descend and maintain flight level 200, Chanex 1481.
4 minutes. Okay. Basic controls. What does that do? Oh, okay, so it actually tells you the controls while you're in air. Okay, that's handy to know. Don't think I've ever seen a cadet do a Brett.
Chanex 1481 traffic is 8 o'clock.
It's not unheard of.
Flight level 255 generic. Report them in sight. Chanex 272 traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 210 generic. Report them in sight.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Easy tree 102. Easy 26 tree. Chanex 1481 traffic in sight.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Where's my plane gone?
Chanex 272 have the traffic.
Overspeed.
Don't actually know.
Overspeed.
Get with that for now.
Overspeed.
Easy 26 tree 6 descend and maintain flight level 280.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Descend and maintain flight level 280 easy 26 tree 6.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I've seen a solo do a Brett multiple times. Absolutely awful bosses. Aye.
Overspeed.
You're not wrong there.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Speedbird 84 descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
Overspeed.
Chanex 809er climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I tell you what,
Overspeed.
being a pilot must be hard work.
Overspeed.
Because you've got to constantly listen to,
Overspeed.
obviously, aircraft control
Overspeed.
and air traffic control
Overspeed.
to see what height you can go to and where there's other planes about. It must be a nightmare. Could not do this in real life.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10 Speedbird 84.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's quite cloudy in the distance.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
You were on one before Brett entered the building, killed it on the 11A. Aye, I was indeed.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
That was one of the Into the Port branded ones. Can't remember if it was the Brett one or the green one.
Overspeed.
Can't remember.
Overspeed.
But it was one of them two.
Overspeed.
Or three or four, whatever how many they had in that livery.
Manchester Center Ryanair 256 is passing flight level 275, climbing flight level 320.
Overspeed.
Ryanair 256 Manchester Center, continue as planned.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Manchester Center Easy 2274 is at flight level 195, climbing flight level 200.
Overspeed.
Easy 2274 Manchester Center, continue to Leicester as planned.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Also, Parley's doing a good job.
2274 descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Easy 2274. Janix 1481 descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
What I am going to do is I'm going to move my camera over so you can see a bit more.
Overspeed.
Yep.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Janix 1481.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I think the majority of planes do have a warning when they're climbing, if they're trying to use high speed.
Overspeed.
I think it's just to remind the pilot that
Overspeed.
they're,
Overspeed.
you know,
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
hitting speeds that the plane isn't capable of doing, supposedly.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So planes are rated to only do certain speeds, but they can go quicker,
Overspeed.
depending on like weather conditions and how windy it is.
Overspeed.
Say some planes when they come from the US to like back to the UK, they can do it in like 7 hours, sometimes less, depending on how windy it is.
Overspeed.
So crossing the Atlantic, so
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Manchester Center Lufthansa 422 is passing flight level tree 75, climbing flight level tree 80.
I think a bird landed on the roof. I heard it.
422 Manchester Center, continue to HHAAY as planned.
I think I only had one GHA bus, but can't remember. Probably had one more, but I only remember one.
Level tree 60.
Overspeed.
Janix 272 descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Ryanair 256.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Janix 272.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Manchester Center Bobcat 9er Tree 9er 4 is at flight level tree 55, climbing flight level tree 60.
Let's have a look at
Bobcat 9er
this.
Tree 9er for Manchester Center, continue as planned.
I think I sort of banked too far, so it's now sort of routed its way back to where I should have gone. But it's one of those. Because of where Liverpool Airport is, it's such a hard airport to leave out of.
Easy 841 descend and maintain flight level 280.
Especially depending on which way the wind's blowing. But that'll be helpful. GPS tracking. What year did the solo pull a Brett? I'll Google it for you. Ooh. think it was around 2014, somewhere around there. Possibly.
Lufthansa 402 climb and maintain flight level tree 80. Climb and maintain flight level tree 80, Lufthansa 402. Janix 1481 traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 10,900 feet generic. Report them in sight. Easy 2274 traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 11,700 feet generic. Report them in sight. Easy 841 descend and maintain flight level 220. Janix 1481 have the generic in sight.
1800. Didn't go up in flames in 1800, Ethan.
2274 traffic in sight.
There wasn't such a thing as a motorised vehicle, whether that be a car, a bus, a motorbike, whatever, back in them days. They didn't exist. Drop in speed. Altitude, even. Bank. I think he's sort of on the right path now.
Janix 804 descend and maintain flight level 220. Airbus Tree 20 contact London Center on 118.475. Good day.
Oh, yeah, so we moved.
118.475 for Airbus Tree 20.
Overspeed.
Easy 26 tree, 6 you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 280.
Overspeed.
Can't find it, sorry.
Overspeed.
So we're moving to London Contact Centre now.
Airbus Tree 20.
Overspeed.
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 flight level 405.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So what's quite laughable is the
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
the autopilot sort of like put the plane higher in the air, and now it needs to drop altitude. I mean,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
that's mad.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
You can actually click on
Overspeed. Overspeed.
the airport as well.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Tells you which airport it is. Which is good to know.
Overspeed.
So we've got London City,
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Elstree,
Overspeed.
London. Should be that should be Heathrow, I think.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Farnborough.
Overspeed.
Wonder if Farden's on here.
Overspeed.
I'll have a look.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
There it is. There's Harden.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Valley should be on here as well.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
There's Valley.
Overspeed.
And that's that one at Mona.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
That's Boss.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
You can zoom in like into the map and go to.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Thought it was going to stop then, it's not.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Looking at the most recent Flickr photos, it looks like it was YM52 TPU that did a Brett. Ah,
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I couldn't remember which one it was.
Overspeed.
I know it was an older one.
Overspeed.
It was Beast, but
Overspeed. Overspeed.
it was running pretty hot when I boarded it, and I thought, this doesn't feel good. And then it decided to do a Brett just before the Grosvenor Bridge.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Going to 118 decimal for 75 Airbus Tree 20.
Overspeed.
London Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 flight level 345.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Certainly tell we're dropping now. You can see more of the land below.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
The
Overspeed.
fields.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Don't see any sheep though.
Overspeed.
Not yet.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Yeah, it was hard to figure out, but as far as I know, I think it was 2015. Yeah. I said 2014 because I knew it was somewhere around there.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So eventually,
118
once
decimal 775 for Airbus Tree 20.
Overspeed.
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 flight level 315.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
so once it gets down to the altitude that the
Overspeed.
aircraft controller or air traffic centre, whatever you want to call it, has specified, it should level out,
Overspeed.
and then it should stop the auto overspeed message every 2 seconds.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I must admit,
Overspeed.
I couldn't just sit with the controller in my hands for
Overspeed.
like 3 or 4 hours just flying the plane.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I just get it to do it itself, like you do with the train.
Overspeed.
You just let the train do the work.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So we're sort of heading north
Overspeed.
west now.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Banking more towards a westerly.
Overspeed.
Just
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I think what's going to happen here is the autopilot's going to drop its altitude and then start flying in the correct direction.
Overspeed.
It's not flying in the correct direction at the moment.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Which one was it, Connor?
Overspeed.
That you had?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's doing 343 knots.
Overspeed.
That's insane.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's only supposed to do 285.
Overspeed.
That's mad.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's now heading more towards a southwesterly, which is the direction you want to be going. Sort of, a bit more. But you want to be going a bit further over as well. So you want to be heading more sort of like southwesterly
Overspeed.
and then southeasterly eventually.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It was AA57 GHA. I got it on the 8th for Mazda.
Overspeed.
Ah,
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
so dropping to
Overspeed.
2,600
Overspeed.
feet now.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Certainly dropping down now.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
245 nautical miles to go.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I try and tell you how it was, but I can't remember one thing about it. Oh dear.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
118 decimal for 75 for Airbus 320.
Overspeed.
London Center Airbus
Whoa,
Alpha
man.
Sierra X-Ray 320 flight level 245.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Quite warm in here all of a sudden now. The sun's come out outside.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Yeah, headed in more of a southwest easterly direction now, which is where you want to be going.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Hello Chris, welcome to the stream.
Overspeed.
Hello everyone, love the green livery.
Overspeed.
This is one of the standard liveries in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
2,200 feet now.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Dropping still, letting the autopilot do its thing.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I think it was fast, but that's all I remember.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Hello Gabriel, welcome to the stream.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Overspeed message is actually getting a bit annoying now.
Overspeed.
But it's
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
it is what it is when the autopilot wants to do over the rated speed for the plane.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Still dropping.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I actually can't remember what its permitted altitude was now
Overspeed. Overspeed.
on the radio, because I told it to drop it.
Overspeed.
And I actually can't remember what it was.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
To be honest, for short distance flights, or reasonably short distance flights,
Overspeed.
between like the UK and
Overspeed.
Western Europe,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
they don't tend to go that high, because they don't need to. You know, it's only like flights that go halfway across the world that do that, generally.
Overspeed.
I think the CX-12 are the worst batch of pulsars, I've been told by a driver, apart from 3144. All of that batch are on the limp mode.
Overspeed.
I think I know how to get the overspeed warning to turn off. Try putting your speed 210 knots.
Overspeed.
Yeah,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I've got it on autopilot at the moment, so
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I don't really mind. I'll let the autopilot do its thing.
Overspeed.
So I think when I took off, I banked too far and ended up going a completely wrong way. So it sort of looped around Birmingham and then I let it take over. So to get it back on route.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
And thank you to whoever has subscribed. Somebody has.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
1600 feet now.
Overspeed.
Still dropping as well.
Overspeed.
Going to be below the cloud level before long.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's weird how it's sort of like now heading more towards the north easterly when it was heading southeasterly before.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I think the plane's now going to sort of like follow the line after I banked too far leaving Liverpool.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the airspeed 242 knots is what the plane's rated for, but
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I think eventually once it reaches its altitude level it needs to, it should lower its speed, I would have thought,
Overspeed.
and just sort of glide.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
But
Overspeed.
it's now
Overspeed.
sort of on the line.
Overspeed.
Yeah,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
it's now heading north.
Overspeed.
Yeah, it's not banking.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's taking an interesting route, this.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
And out of the Rev Limited Chester pulsars, I believe 2663 is the easiest to bypass, and the hardest is either 2664 or the 3146.
Overspeed.
We're now sort of heading up towards
Overspeed.
Lincolnshire and that way. Why is it not banked?
Overspeed.
Very bizarre.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
1300 feet.
Overspeed.
We're pretty much on the cloud level now.
Overspeed.
It's so fast.
Overspeed.
Oh, it is. Planes need to go faster, Ethan, to stay in the sky.
Overspeed.
Otherwise they wouldn't.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
So I'm getting further away from Brussels.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Over the town. Don't even know where that is.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Don't know whether you can...
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Ah, there we are. It's Grantham.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Belton.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Where's this plane going?
Overspeed.
I mean, seriously?
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I wonder if I'm going to have to take control of it again to steer it in the correct direction.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
118.775 Airbus tree 20. Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 11,400 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Still 11,000 feet. If it goes any lower, I'm going to be a bit worried.
Overspeed.
What is the autopilot doing? That's what I want to know.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
1100 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's up to 1000 feet now.
Overspeed.
And it's still increasing its airspeed as well.
Airbus tree 20. Cotsmore approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 2010,700 feet.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Trying to work out what this is doing.
Overspeed.
getting further and further away.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I wonder if I'm going to witness the
Overspeed.
autopilot having a crash.
Overspeed.
Sutton-on-Trent.
Overspeed.
There's the River Trent.
Overspeed.
There.
126.225 for Airbus Tree 20. Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 209,800 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's still climbing as well in speed. It's like almost getting close to like 500
Overspeed.
knots.
Overspeed.
Mad.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's now heading more towards
Overspeed.
like Yorkshire,
Overspeed.
that sort of way. Sort of over Lincolnshire now. It's more headed towards like Leeds and that way.
Overspeed.
Retford.
Overspeed.
I think that's South Yorkshire, if I remember correctly.
Overspeed.
Or the border with South Yorkshire, Lincolnshire.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I don't get what this is doing.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
491.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
2664, I don't know what it is, but it just seems to not be able to kick. As far as I know, you have to just glue your foot to the floor multiple times and hope for the best.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yeah, it's all to do with
Overspeed.
fuel economy and stuff like that as well nowadays.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Getting a bit loud that now. Turn it down a bit.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
497
Overspeed.
knots.
Overspeed.
7,800 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
So it looks like it's going to drop to 5,000.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Because I obviously pitched it to go like ridiculously high.
Overspeed.
Which,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Nexborough, that's South Yorkshire.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Bolton upon Dearne.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Brampton.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
134.58 for Airbus Tree 20.
2907 holds back.
Sierra X-Ray Tree 207,400 feet.
But when it tries to kick, it does kick. You can just barely hear it over the diff. Help, help, some loon in charge of aircraft, let me off. This is the autopilot doing this, Andy. I'm not doing anything right now. So I literally took off out of Liverpool, banked it ridiculously high, and now it's decided to go a completely different route to Brussels. And I do not know why it's heading away. But I'm just seeing what it's going to do, because I'm intrigued what it's going to do when it finally reaches 5,000 feet. I mean, 5,000 feet doesn't seem that high at all. Not when you look at the land. That looks like the M1. Possibly. Maybe. Emily. Ah, we're going to be passing Huddersfield. Emily Moore. Scampman Thorpe and Huddersfield is not there. Where's Huddersfield? Oh, is this Huddersfield? Watson Moor. Kirkburton. Now, we've gone past. It's over here somewhere. I think this is Wakefield. Mould Green. Far Town. Ah, so here's Huddersfield. This is Huddersfield. I'm trying to work out where it was. It's like... Yeah, there's Huddersfield. You don't do much anyway, speeding as usual, I hear. Yes. The plane's doing it itself. So... Why is it... I'm really confused why it's heading this way. Steve, how much high revs did you get at 4645 on the 5 with Brett? No idea. It struggled, so probably not very high. Sowerby, Luddington Foot. We'll be going over Halifax in a minute. Myvan Royd. So there's the River Calder. Here. And perhaps we're not going over Halifax, so we just missed it. It's over there. Hepton Bridge.
118.775 Airbus 320.
6,000
Manchester
feet.
Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320, 6,000 feet.
5.9, so as I said earlier, I think it's going to drop to 5,000 feet because I literally sent it really high on Google's request, and now it's going to drop down to 5,000 feet, and then after that I'm going to presume it will head the correct direction. Oh, we're here. Burnley. Hello, Burnley. So we're heading for Blackpool at this rate. Might turn around before then.
Going to 119.955 Airbus 320.
Ah, Reed went through there a couple of weeks ago.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320, 5,700 feet.
This is mad. It's doing 513 knots. Insane. Say, performance-wise, this seems to be running really well. I was expecting a bit of lag here and there, but it seems to be running strangely really well. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's graphically, it's insane. Tell you what, it'd be very nice to fly at like 500 feet to see like the fields and what have you. Got to go, mate. No worries, Connor. Be back later with a Euro Truck stream, something I'm a bit more familiar with. Plenty of coaches at Wembley this afternoon. I know Yellowways have took 6 on contracted tyres. Apparently there's 70 coaches just with Bolton fans, apparently. It's a mad amount. 5,300 feet approaching. Sort of now heading into some cloud, which... Ah, Cockerham, that's Lancaster way. So sort of tracking over sort of Lancaster. We're heading down towards Blackpool now. Starting to bank slowly.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Where are we now? 326 nautical miles.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Weasel. That's like that strange bit to like the south of Lancaster.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So there's Fleetwood. Blackpool will be over here somewhere.
Overspeed.
Knots End is there.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Hello, Savage.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's now dropped below 5,000 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
And it's still dropping.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Like we're going to get a bit of Bower in Furnace
Overspeed. Overspeed.
over here.
Going to 118.775 Airbus tree 20.
Overspeed.
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 4,800 feet.
Overspeed.
It's starting to slow its altitude now. So I've got a feeling
Overspeed. Overspeed.
it's now going to start banking in the correct direction.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yes, Bower in Furnace is here. That's also part of Barrow as well. Now we're over the Irish Sea. Why have we not turned around yet?
Overspeed.
Might end up in the Isle of Man the way it's going.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Might end up over Ramsey and
Manchester Center
Andrea.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20.
Derby, that area.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Overspeed.
Cleared through Charlie airspace Airbus tree 20.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Wind turbines down below.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I must admit, I don't think these passengers who boarded this plane at Liverpool John Lennon Airport thought they were going to have a tour of the
Overspeed.
most of the British Isles and possibly the Isle of Man before heading to Brussels.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
But I'm going to let the plane do its thing because I'm intrigued
Overspeed.
to see why it's doing this.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So it's now sort of maintaining 4,400 feet.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's still dropping slightly.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I'm stumped.
Overspeed.
I wonder if the game's just broke itself when I put it into autopilot and then it's just choosing to fly where it wants.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
See the edge of the Isle of Man now.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Looks like we're going to go pretty much directly over Ramsey.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Just to remind passengers in the event of an emergency of hair getting stuck in the engine.
5.905 Airbus 320.
Ah.
Ronald's Way approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 4,200 feet.
The exits are left, right and centre. The masks are there for emergencies, not a toy lol.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
So confused what this is doing.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
So it's
Overspeed.
dropped below
Overspeed.
5,000 feet. It's now at 4.1
Overspeed.
and it's still
Overspeed. Overspeed.
sort of holding now.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
But why is it not turning round?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's not going to land at Angers airfield, is it? Surely not. No, it can't have done. It would have slowed down by now. Don't say I don't get this. What this is doing.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
So I leave it to do what it wants because I'm just so intrigued about where it's going to take me.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Yeah, it's just missed Ramsey. It's literally just gone to the north of it. So you've got Andreas there. Ramsey's here.
Overspeed.
It's literally right next to it. Douglas is down there.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Is this going to take me to like Northern Ireland now?
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I don't get what this is doing.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
118.775 for Airbus 320. Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 4,000 feet.
Overspeed.
And backsteam are probably only for like 10 minutes.
Overspeed.
Very well.
Overspeed.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to take control of it again.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
See if I can get it to bank.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Because I'm going to try and get it to turn the correct way because I don't know whether it's
Overspeed.
now it's literally massively taking it up as well.
Overspeed.
But
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
so I think it might have broke itself and it doesn't know where it's going. So
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I think that's enough.
135.905 for Airbus 320.
Overspeed.
Ronald's Way approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 11,100 feet.
Overspeed.
Really? Why is that on the 84?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
118.775 Airbus 320.
Overspeed.
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 9,300 feet.
And it dropped about 5,000 again.
Overspeed.
135.905 for Airbus 320. Ronald's Way approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 7,900 feet.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I don't know, Steve. Don't ask me. I didn't allocate it there.
Overspeed.
Hello, Douglas.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Ronald's Way is over there. Somewhere.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Tell you what, this is actually quite easy to fly once you get in the air.
Overspeed.
Nice run out on the D200. Aye. I mean, it's not a bad one, but it's a bit small for that route, really.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Nope.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Going to 118.
It's just trying to learn how to get the plane to
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20.
how to fly the plane, and that's going to come with experience
Overspeed.
and time.
Overspeed.
135.905 for Airbus tree 20. Ronald's Way approach.
Could be worse, could be a Mela.
X-ray tree 20 6,700 feet.
You're not wrong there. That's a problem. When one gun had one, they sent it on the X30.
Airbus tree 20.
It's just too small.
Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205.
Hello, Gorgel. I set the autopilot and it sent me to the Isle of Man. So I'm taking control again now
Overspeed.
for the foreseeable.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
And I don't know why it sent me there.
Overspeed.
So
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
it's very easy to gain altitude as well.
Overspeed.
Are you arriving at Brussels? No, I'm not.
Overspeed.
There might be rain coming in your way because here in Belgium it's bad weather.
Overspeed.
Ah,
Overspeed.
need to bring it up.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Uh-oh. Am I going to crash the plane?
Overspeed.
Am I going to get it? No, I'm going to get it up. Right.
Overspeed.
Pay,
Overspeed. Overspeed.
pay less attention for like a minute or two and then it's like the plane's going to go out the sky.
Overspeed. 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 2,000 Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Right, I'm going to let the AI take control again
Overspeed.
and just see if it actually goes in the correct direction this time.
Overspeed.
Steve, did you ever have X2A ANC?
Overspeed.
I don't think I had that one.
9.955 Airbus tree 20. Blackpool approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 3,600 feet.
Overspeed.
Steve, be careful.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
It's fine, Gorgel, I'll let the AI take over again. Hopefully now it'll go in the correct direction.
Overspeed.
Because I'm still intrigued why it sent me to the Isle of Man.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I thought initially it was going to head back towards the pink line. And then when it went past that, I was thinking, where's it going? And then I thought,
Overspeed.
when it went over towards Lancaster, Blackpool, I thought, I'm going to have to take control here and turn it round. So, well, this is one of those games that's going to take a while, I think, to learn how to master. Wow, that's a surprise. I had a dart and Steve didn't. I had it on the 10. I don't think I had that one. I was vomiting the aeroplane. Well, it's back at 5,000 feet now, so think the plane is going to maintain that now.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Now, can you hear that?
Overspeed.
Yeah, it's vibrating. I can feel that.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yeah, I can feel that myself. I'll tell you what, I'll keep hold of it.
Overspeed.
Hello, currently on the 41 from Lancaster to Preston after a ride on the 555 from Keswick and on the 554 from Carlisle. What have you had so far today then, Cam? Have you had a E400 MMC, E400s? Or have you been lucky and got an open top on the 555?
Overspeed.
If you did, you're a lucky bugger, is all I'm going to say.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Yes, now better.
Overspeed.
I can't hear it. I can't with the
Overspeed.
headphones on.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
We will get to Brussels at some point today. I'll probably end the stream after that. It's been an hour and 23 now.
Overspeed.
Oh, I don't know. Should take about another 40 odd minutes, I think, to Brussels probably.
119.855 Airbus 320. Liverpool approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,000
I'm pretty
feet.
much back where I started.
Overspeed.
Which is funny.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
There's Woodvale. So we're by Southport now.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
It's Blundell Microlight.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
By the Wirral.
Overspeed.
Short job. Then go from Brussels to Paris. Yeah, I could do that. 554 was a MAN E300. 555 was a late connection E400 MMC. And the 41's another E400 MMC. Poor passengers. You've had a circle of the British Isles and you're now back at Liverpool John Lennon Airport. Oh, that is so funny. That's why it's saying overspeed, overspeed. That makes sense, because I've gone completely the wrong way. Hello, Liverpool and the Wirral. You're passing Ellesmere Port in a minute, might see the plane go past my window. And Birkenhead and Wallasey. Try to find my house. Sefton Park. Mossley Hill. Brett, look out your window. Broad Green. When Steve realised that I haven't had the Bellastrata yet. You're still in Liverpool? Yeah, what happened was is I left Liverpool, didn't I? Banked round towards like Birmingham that way. And then I let the plane take over, and then it went sort of like towards London. And then it banked back round, headed north past like Sheffield. And then it sort of banked away over Huddersfield and then went to like the Isle of Man. It was like, what the hell? I don't know what it was doing. So now I'm back over Liverpool again. So yeah, he's somewhere around Mossley Hill, Andy. I don't know exactly where. Western? I'm flying over Runcorn. Oh dear, that's scary. Sutton Weaver.
Airbus 320.
See if I can spot an Air X30.
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 3205,000 feet.
Put your engine 1 and 2 on green at the overspeed's getting annoying. How do you do that? Let's have a look. So Steve lives in Liverpool, not far away from there. Decrease the throttle. That'll do it.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
I thought the autopilot would do that itself, but
Overspeed.
obviously not.
Overspeed.
So,
Overspeed.
say learning about this game is going to take a while because of what it is. You know, there's so much to it.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
There we go, we've stopped the overspeed. So I'll let the plane now. I might have to, a little bit more. But max green, but not yellow. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sort of like close to the edge of it now. Yeah, it sounds like it's flying a bit better now. It sounded very rough earlier. It's a learning curve.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay, now I need to lower it again.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
That's better, yeah. It's trying to say it should level off somewhere, shouldn't it? It says I never played this game and I know better than you. Have you watched a lot of YouTube content and Twitch content with it, Gorgel? Or Gorgle? However it still one of these days I will get it right. I'm presuming you do, because that explains why you'd probably know how to fly these things better. But it's a learning curve. I'm not expected to be a good pilot for quite a while yet. Ah, we're headed over Stoke, or near Stoke. That is better, so that's good. Now sort of ranging back where it should be in terms of its knot speed. Shut up, Andy. God's sake. Yeah, so it's going to be a case of, I think I'm going to take off the plane, let it reach close to altitude, then let the plane do the work. Just set the engine to green and go. I don't think I could do like the hard and like the professional mode where you've got to do all the controls yourself. Oh. At least not you slowing down, you'll stall the plane soon, put more throttle. I like how you say it. Well, Wilmington's own Baldies, or Bosses 78, has been withdrawn. Gearbox below.
775 Airbus tree 20. Manchester Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,100 feet.
So we've gone past Stoke-on-Trent. Leek. We've just gone over Leek. So we're sort of headed over Staffordshire, so we should be heading into Derbyshire in a moment. If we're not already.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
That overspeed thing's annoying.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Make sure you don't see the yellow on airspeed. Is this going to be a case that I have to basically just keep my eye on the throttle and lower it and then...
Going to 13.4.18 Airbus tree 20. East Midlands approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,300 feet.
Do you know Gorgel, or however I'm going to say it? I like to say it differently because it just sounds so good. I once went in an aeroplane with my friend with a passenger and I was the co-pilot. Nice. This is how real planes fly, so they fire their engine up and then slow it down. I must admit, when I've been on planes, that has been the case. And I've always thought, why is that? You know, why did they do that? Surely they would maintain a speed. But... okay. Learn something new. The only cadets with Warrington's own buses that are still in service I need are the ex-Jim Stones one on the 76. All the rest of them are dud. Put like on the middle. Somewhere like there, basically. Okay. I think it's turbulence. Makes sense. Got a lot to learn when it comes to Flight Simulator games, because it's never something I've played before, and I've always thought, do you know what, it's for it to be a true simulation gaming channel, I need to play that. So where are we anyway? Just trying to work out where we are. Kirk Langley, that rings a bell. I think we're somewhere around Nottingham, that sort of area. Put the green on the middle, not the max. Oh, it's gain. Man, I want to see more of this game. I think the plane's taking care of itself now, because it seems to be just finding an airspeed and sitting at it, and then speeds up through the turbulence, which is what you need. So I think I'll be featuring it more, Google. But it's a question of, well, you know, where do I stream it? When do I stream it? It's probably going to be one of those games that I'm going to play at a weekend when I've got more time. So, we're close to East Midlands Airport. That's soon to be closed, I believe. Must be over Nottingham now. There's East Midlands, it's closing, isn't it? Or is it Doncaster, Sheffield? It's one of those two. It's closing. Planes go around 300 knots. Let me speed it up then. Because this one says it's rated for 242. So that seems to be what it sits at. I'm going to check, see what the Airbus A320 sits at. Tomorrow. I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow yet, I haven't decided. Let's give it a low speed. Doncaster, Sheffield. I knew it was one of them. It's closing, which I think is a disgrace. Now you have to be patient and wait. Aye. I'm gonna let it go through it again. I think there's a bit of a bit of a knack to this, where you've got to put the two arrows on the middle. That's what I've been trying to do, but it's trying to. So how do you get it to sit there? Trying to get it to sit there.
119.125 Airbus tree 20.
So it just drops.
Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,000 feet.
And then it just between those. That's so bizarre. So you put it there, it just drops down, and then you move it up one, it just goes insane. There's no. Oh, I know.
130.2 Airbus tree 20. Codsmore approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,000 feet.
So the max speed is for taking off. Well, that would make sense, because you need to fire the engine up. And it's going the plane speed. Yeah. Well, this is what I think the thing on the left means, 242 knots. I think that's what the plane's rated for. And then anything above that will fire the engine up. So, it's now moving itself. Now it reaches that sort of limit to keep it at that speed. So that makes sense, actually. Ah, Melton Mowbray, the land of lovely pork pies. Yeah, that makes sense why that would be there. It's the same with the altitude level. You shouldn't go over 5,000 feet. Switch the engine off and glide, lol. I'm not doing that. Not unless you want me to kill the passengers, Andy. Yeah. So I do know a little bit. I am getting there. Now relax, sit back and be patient. You'll never get Terrence playing this kind of game. He's not patient at all. What I am going to do is I'm going to let the plane land, because I want to see what its procedure is and how quickly it slows down and things like that, just so I can get a bit of an idea. Landing will be tough for you. That's why I want to watch the plane do it. Because I'm going to presume it's going to do it itself if I leave it on autopilot. Because I want to see what it's going to do and how quickly it slows down and how it circles round, whether it circles around the airport, things like that, or landing. So I want to get an idea. Now, very cloudy over here. Very cloudy over here. He's gone by coach to Wembley, not train, so that must test patience. Doesn't bother me going on a coach, I quite enjoy it. You're almost at Dover, you will go over Ostend, then straight to Brussels. Just gonna have a look at the map quick, make it a bit bigger. Let's see. Yes, it's not gonna take us past Dover. Looks like it's gonna take us more over sort of like Ipswich, that sort of area. And sort of over. So I think what's over here. Yeah, so it's going to take me over Bruges. Yeah, or near Bruges. Yeah. $218 nautical miles to go. Zeebrugge. Aye. Oh, we shortened it over here to Bruges. Where are we right now? Wittering. That rings a bell. More cloud. That's where the lorry containers go to England. Do you get weather on here? We do, Andy. This is currently set to real life weather. So what you're seeing here is what it's actually going to be like from above in a plane right now, wherever you are in the world. It's worthwhile having that on. I think it adds to the realism. So, man, I can't wait to see you go dancing in the Italy Sea. What, you think I'm going to bid a plane into the sea? Do you know what? Am I actually tempted to do that to see what happens? Just for a laugh. Just, you know, crash a plane. Just for a laugh. Just because I think it'd be a fun thing to do. Probably wouldn't do it on a stream though. I think I'd do a short. When it's storming, it will storm in your game too. Yeah, very realistic. I did also have a look at X-Plane, but a lot of people have said that's not as good for whatever reason. So, go to Italy. I'll go to Italy. Where do you want me to go? Rome? And the map back up. Wherever it is. There it is. You're using a fake airline. From Paris. Oh, next stream Italy. Right, okay. So you want me to go from Brussels to Paris. And then what I am going to do before the next stream, I'm going to download some skins and see if I can get, like, you know, a few real life airlines and stuff. Just to make it more interesting. Man, I want you to visit every place in the world. That's going to take a long time, that, Google. But yeah, I think I do want to explore the world. You know, I thought starting in the UK, Liverpool would be good, because that's obviously the closest airport. Here's a question for you, Google. Can you land at actually any airport in the game? Or, well, at any airport in real life on this? Because there's an airport near me. Well, I say it's near me. John Lennon Airport, Liverpool's closer. But we've got the Airbus factory at Broughton, which is the Harden airstrip. Can you land at any other airports as well? You should bring a lot of serious to this game. Stream this game 5 times a week. I think I might do it twice. Euro Truck twice. American Truck once. Train Sim World once. And then Farming Sim once. If I get a full block week. But if I don't, if I'm out one day, then I'd have to look at what I do. Yes, you can, but you need to contact ATC. Okay. That's interesting to know. Because I wouldn't mind taking a plane to Harden. And then one of them like small planes you can get. Or even the Beluga. The Beluga would be good if we can get that. Wouldn't mind flying a plane from there, or two there. I might even do the charter flight between Filton and Bristol to Harden. As if I'm taking Airbus employees to and from work. That'd be good. You need to CB with ATC which runway you're landing if it's clear.
120.9er.
Makes sense.
Airbus 320.
Where are we now anyway? We're getting
Cambridge approach Airbus Alpha Sierra
Cambridge.
X-ray 320 5,000 feet.
So we're near to the Cambridge air traffic control. Lovely fields down below. So realistic. Imagine if they could use build Eurotruck on an engine like this. Oh, that'd be insane. Absolutely insane. And it runs so smooth as well. Considering how big a game it is. I was expecting it to lag a bit in a few places, but it's not. It's really nice. Ah, Chatteris, that rings a bell. Never been there, but I know where it is. I don't think you need mods for real skins. No, I don't think you do. I think they're downloadable. I'm going to have a look through the store, see what there is, see what I can download, see what's free, see what's paid for, because I think there is some paid stuff as well. Imagine OMSI. Oh, imagine if OMSI was built on this. That'd be another game that would be insane. Say, you look at the engine of this and you think, why can't other games be built on such a good engine? You know, it's definitely should happen. Ah, hello Tropical Gaming, welcome to the stream. After this flight, use a Boeing 737 and there should be EasyJet, Ryanair, all those things. Yeah. Are you using a green screen? It's not an official green screen, it's a piece of software called NVIDIA Broadcast, which I use to get rid of the background behind me. I am debating whether to make my person bigger though, but I'd ask you to comment on whether you want to see me in a bigger view or not. I just wish I could play this game. Do you not have a PC that's compatible enough, Goggle, or strong enough to play it? Or is it just the cost? I mean, it is expensive at $59.99, but I think it's totally worth it from what I've seen so far.
Airbus 320. Lincoln approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray 320 5,000 feet.
I didn't realise it uses Google Maps. Yeah, it does. Oh, I see, because ghosting on the camera. Yeah, it is ghosting a little bit, but it's just whenever I move. It's sort of like the chair behind me. My hands and what have you are mostly fine. Ah, Thetford. That's it. We're getting close to the English Channel now, on the North Sea. I crashed my car on Roblox. Well done. Right, I'll be back in a moment, guys. I'm going to get a beverage. I'll leave you to love the view over the East Anglian countryside. Ah, I'm back. I'm heading off. See ya. No worries, Tropical Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. I was driving away from the Loch Ness Monster. If the game was like 30 quid, I would pay for it, but 70 is too expensive. No, it's very good game, detailed. I went to get a beverage, Andy. That now. Bit of Cloud. Chippenham. It's only a village, that one. Yep, so I'm going to go from Brussels to Paris. I'll probably end the stream and then I'll do another stream of this some point next week. It won't be Tuesday, I'm planning to go out for the day on Tuesday. So something, get out the house. Do you just get the exterior to play? No, you get the interior as well. If you bear with me, I'll go back into the interior view if I can remember how. Eventually, I will get used to all the controls. It'll take me a little while. Right. Cockpit view. Ah, yes, LB. Like. Nope, not LB. What was it again? End. There we go.
128.9er Airbus tree 20.
Does the
Approach
pilot?
Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,000 feet.
Does the pilot just get a beverage in real life? I asked myself. Lol. No. Well, I don't know. If they put the plane on autopilot, they would. It's quite a nice cabin. So many controls. I mean, I genuinely don't know how a pilot could, well, how people can become pilots, because there's that many controls. I'd be like, obviously you know what your throttle is, that's that there. It's all the rest of the buttons on the plane that are like, you know, it's just so interesting. So you've got your landing gear there. Use Ryanair after this. Still a bit of the way to go to the sea yet. Is that Bury St Edmunds? Yep. I want to see the ocean pop back to the outside view. I already have. It's certainly one of those games that you can play where you can just chill out, let the plane do the work after you take off. You know, you'd want to do the takeoff. And then just let the plane do the work. You know, the autopilot. Just sit back and chat.
125.8 for Airbus tree 20.
You'd have to be a genius.
Airbus
Yeah.
Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 205,000 feet.
I don't genuinely know how they do it. You know, it's insane what they've got to learn. You think this is slow? This is going 243 kilometers an hour. Yeah. Well, that's what the plane's rated for, so you're always on autopilot, Steve. Hello again, Savage. Unless you didn't leave, that is. In which case, you've been quiet. 167, no, 157 nautical miles to go. Go for a swim. Where's my nearest leisure centre? It's about a mile from where I am. Well, mile and a half. That's my nearest swimming pool. Me and Ethan want to get to Brussels safe. I left stream open, popped down to Rainhill Station with the dog to photograph 60002. Ah, I see. What's that doing? Brake run, presume. Which airline is it that employs kids, young adults should I say? I remember watching it on TV and they'd come out the cab and the passengers were surprised how young the pilots were. No idea. Maybe Google will know. Ah, hello Brett. Hello, and then lol at the end. Or lollo. Once I was with my friend in the pilot cab, I could take off and land. And how did you find that, Google? Did you find it quite easy, or did you think it was a bit difficult? Were you sort of like a bit scared in case you thought you might break the plane or something? I know I would be. There was a noisy train in Lime Street last night. Yeah, 6M51, Doncaster Down decoy to Liverpool Biomass Terminal. I see Brendan Rodgers has left Leicester. Oh dear. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. I reckon Chelsea will be getting rid of Potter before long. I still wouldn't rule out Klopp going though. I really wouldn't. The way Liverpool are playing. Very stressful, scary, because there's 154 people on board. It was all in my hands, not easy. Ah. Gone by mutual consent. Fair enough. So he's gone before he got pushed, basically. Note, one of TPE's on the Cleethorpes to Lime Street. Oh aye, what happened there, Andy? They wouldn't allow you to take off and land as you need qualification in flying. Could have been the 68 in Cleethorpes. Like, you know, the cab, the two sticks, yeah? So you've got your, obviously, two levers here, as you say, the two sticks, the throttle. We're simply restructuring and having some off performances. If we're still this crap next season, then maybe, but for now we can let him off, still getting some results in. You see the seat next to you, I was there, so you were basically the co-pilot, essentially. Just about to come out to sea now.
118 decimal for 75 Airbus tree 20. London Center Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray tree 20 5,000 feet.
Okay, so we're just entering into that little bit between like where the English Channel and North Sea meet. Bye, Britain. Been nice knowing you. Yes, despite what people think, aircraft do have window wipers. Yes, they do. They need them. So detailed. There's all these up here as well that I always forget about above them. It's just insane. The amount of controls they have. $127 nautical miles to go. So we're going to be over the sea for a bit now. Windscreen wiper switches are normally on the roof. Let's have a look. What we're looking for. Engine generators. Panel lights. So you can turn the panel lights on and off. Seat belts. So you can actually... Here you are, Brett. There's a no smoking function here. Okay. We'll leave that off for now. I'm amazed what you can actually do. Some of it's inoperable, but it will be. So you won't have everything. No. I don't see it. Fuel switch pump.
That may be beyond my abilities.
Out. It's not off watch. So your pumps. Don't think it's there. So you wait, oxygen. Don't see it there. Excuse me. As it's down here somewhere. Okay. Never mind. I'll find it on a rainy day. I know a lot of things from European trucks. You'll get a crash. I'm not going to crash, Ethan. I've got autopilot on. Look at that beautiful scene. Do you like the first look? I do. Wipers there. Go back up. Did you see it? On the left. Ah, it's right there. Okay. Didn't even notice that. How did I miss that? I mean, oh well. At least I know where it is for next time. Interesting. Right. Now down. I don't see the wipers. Shut up, savage. Oh my god. The plane doesn't have wipers. No. That's why I looked. Went to the front and I looked. Didn't see anything. Like, what the hell? Okay. Okay, so taking a screenshot does include all the stuff on there. Oh, photo mode as well. Camera. Oh, okay. Good to know. A Scouser stole them. There is another Scouser in here, so it could have been Brett. If he's still here. Click on the ATC thing. Yeah. Tower, yeah. Come on. When you approach, you have to use that. Makes sense. And it's going to be EBBR, isn't it? For Brussels. Oh, I'll put it down so I can remember where it is. I don't want to bring it up again. Ostend is Oostend with an E. However it is. It's about halfway over the water now. Roughly. 95 nautical miles to go. I think it's nautical miles, isn't it, they use? I think that's what NM is. Try and help you, but I never played this game, but I'll try. Yeah, I think it's one of those. Once I get to grasp with it and learn the basics, I'll be fine. It's probably going to take a few streams or what have you, but once I get the basics, I'll be away. I'll be able to just put the plane up in the air, land it, no issue. But I do want to see it land to see how, you know, how much of a nosedive it goes, how quickly it loses speed and what have you. Just to get an idea, because I do want to land the planes myself one day, but at the minute I want to get an idea to see what it does. So well, I see EBBR, but I don't think it'll be on the nearby yet. EBBR. No, it's not there yet.
119.175 for Airbus Tree 20.
Where are all these planes that are supposedly
Airbus
nearby?
Alpha Sierra X-ray Tree 20 5,000 feet.
Good question. I don't actually know how it works out, what the planes are. I don't know whether it takes them from like one of the real life flight trackers. I don't actually know, because I can't see any near me, yet apparently there's loads near me. So I presume it's just done off what's done in real life. Front wheel has to be the last touching the floor, yeah. For obvious reasons. I'm going to presume these are flights in real life. You have to land like you take off, yeah. But yeah, don't actually know.
122.5 for Airbus Tree 20. Coxswain approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray Tree 20 5,000 feet.
One thing I do like is the windows are the Windows 11 menus. Windows, so it's very, very easy to use. They are higher probably, yeah. I don't know, I want to see if it should land itself, so I want to see what it does. Take it off was easy enough, but okay, so you can do that and move, do that. That's quite clever. Or can use the mouse.
Tree Airbus Tree 20. Approach Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray Tree 20 5,000 feet.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. VBBR, I don't think it'll still be on there yet. I can have a look. No. Nope. No. Ostend's on the nearby now. I'm enjoying the stream, that's good to hear. I'll leave it up. It shouldn't be long now before it starts appearing. Once I get past Ostend, I think it'll be there. Birmingham International is a good airport. There's a park at the end of the runway and you get planes flying right over your head, literally. You never know, I might do a Tarrant and start becoming an aviation spotter. Brussels or Zaventem. Well, it's EBBR, so whichever that one is. But Austin is not Brussels. No, I know that. It's on the coast. Yeah, I can see that here. Hello, Ben. "69 nautical miles to go." Terence. Steve, are you proud of me? Well, you've managed to become convoy control, so you should be quite impressed with yourself for that. Good role to be a part of. The sea. That is so nice. Maybe raining coming, not too sure. Might be. Does look a bit cloudier over here. I'm a trainee CC, and if I do a good job at my first CC event, I will become a full CC. Well, do your best. That's all I can say. EBBR, so it's Brussels National.
Brussels Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is 63 miles northwest, 5,000 feet with Yankee to land. Enter left traffic runway 25 right Airbus Tree 20.
What have we got? So we've got visibility 6, sky conditions, ceiling 2,600 feet broken. Temperature 6, 2.10. Meter 30.21. Okay. Didn't get a role within GC for it. It's classed as an external role. Yeah, it is. Well, convoy control is external. Separate entity, isn't it? So. Into left runway 25R. And Stevie is the convoy control planner, so me have a nub as my boss. God's sake. Oh, everyone's a nub to you, Ben. Don't think I need this anymore because I've already requested to land. So 25R means to runway 25 right. Yeah. Shouldn't need that now, so close that. Over here. When do you reckon it'll start dropping, Gorgle and Savage? Just out of curiosity. Nah, Stevie is a proper nub. He crashed his truck into a river. Well, that's true. He did. So when you land. Yeah, so basically it'll be right before you land. The plane will say 1,000. Right, that's good to know. Ardenberg, that rings a bell. Does it land for you? I'm going to presume so. I want to see what it does, so... You're passing above me. Nice. So I now know where you live. That's interesting to know. I just waved at you. Lol. St. Lorenz. I just googled about non-pilots flying a plane with passengers on board, and it says only qualified pilots are allowed to fly with passengers, so it's all a lie. Well, I'm not commenting. Pattern entry, 41 nautical miles. Drop in speed. We have Brussels to Paris as the next one, and then I'll be ending the stream after that. Where's this place? Dornsdale. Well, it's a very interesting question Gorgal's pointed out there, but yeah, we don't really want to talk about that. It's not really something They should be brought up. And I've gained another subscriber. Don't know who it was, but I've only just noticed. So thank you to whoever has subscribed. I'm talking to the CC planners and I'm being assigned my first event. That's good to hear, Ben. Hopefully it goes well for you. Bolton 2, Plymouth 0. Ha ha ha. Plymouth get battered. Everywhere they go. Plymouth get battered. Everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. So about 32 minutes played, so it should be about half time in about 15 minutes-ish, roughly. We'll have added time. Of course, not a suitable subject when Ethan is here and don't like talking about that either. Well, that is true. Not far until Brussels National. No, not far now. Yeah, it's not really something we want to discuss about, really. You know, it needs to be left as an incident that happened, and that's it. Can't wait for my first CC event. You'll smash it, Ben. It's like me saying I drove a freight train out of Crewe Yard, which didn't happen. Of course, I would have been caught anyway. 1,136 feet. I know non-PSV holders that have driven a bus before now and then gone on to pass their PSV no problem. Yeah, it depends on what it is. If it's on private property, you don't need a licence. So, you know, say depot shunters, they don't need a PSV licence as far as I'm aware to drive around a yard if it's private property. They would do if they were a bus, working for the bus company, but if it was private land and it wasn't, you wouldn't need one. As long as you weren't carrying passengers. If you're just driving it yourself, you wouldn't need one. So, Ben will smash it more than you will smash something with two legs. Shut up, savage. We have a lot of planning behind the scenes to keep everything running smoothly. Yeah. It's not an easy thing to do, convoy control, but you'll smash it with support. It's just making sure that you block the correct roads off, make sure you know, stay there until everyone's passed that point of the convoy, move around and what have you. You know, there's a lot to convoy control. On the face of it, it sounds simple, but it ain't. But you'll smash it because it's something that I think you can do quite easily. I'd never do it. I haven't got the time for it. Not with having, you know, my YouTube channel and what have you. But you know, Ben 10 will crash. I hope he doesn't. Driving a truck in real life is easy. Yeah, it's something I've looked at, but I don't think I've got the patience to do it. Yeah, my favourite nub Stevie will help me. You and Stevie. Sure there's something going on between you pair. From what I've seen recently on TV, I'd beg to differ on easy. They were certainly not easy if one's had a blowout, especially if it's a front offside tyre. Yeah. It's another thing that comes with experience, doesn't it? Now that you pointed that out, so if Google flew with a passengers out of a commercial airport, then it wouldn't have been against rules. Someone allowed him in. They're then against rules and regulations. Well, plane rules are obviously different, but for obvious reasons. You know, you would have to be qualified to fly it regardless of what it was, whether it was a small plane, a passenger jet, cargo plane, whatever it is. You know, you would have to have the relevant qualifications to fly it. It's different for planes than it is for ground transport. For obvious reasons. So me, Stevie, LNX and PP are favourite nubs. Now going to do the entry path. This will be the entry path, Google, I reckon. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know what that is. That's, there's another airport here. That's another airport. So that's for this airport, for the taking off. So, hang on, where are we? Are we actually over of the airport now? Ah, yeah, so we're actually over the airport I should be landing at. So what it's going to do is it's telling me to go around, and then it's going to enter the pattern entry from there, and land here. So that's what that is. Steve, can you attend an event soon so you can see me doing CC work? I might do, Ben. You'll have to let me know, and if I'm available, I can join. Shouldn't this be dropping by now? We'll see. I've got full confidence the plane knows what it's doing. As I say, I just want to see what it does. So it's now banking to try and go to the pattern entry. It made sense, to be fair. Your autopilot will land for you. We have 3 upcoming events. I think it's for the go-around. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. To get to the correct landing.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray, tree 20, 5,100 feet for touch and go. Make left traffic runway 25 right Airbus tree 20.
It should start banking the other way in a moment. Well, roughly. Not sure when. I did. I contacted number 4. Just got to see what this is going to do. Okay, it's increasing altitude again. Let's see, it's now banking round towards the pattern entry again. My first event is not this Thursday coming, but next Thursday, and that's good, so I have time to be trained. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Do I need to actually request a landing as well?
Brussels Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-ray
Yeah, I do.
5,100 feet to land.
That makes sense. So I've requested it.
Enter left traffic runway 25 right Airbus 320.
So it's the same as before. So, okay, so what happened there really is I requested it too early and it's timed out. So now I've requested it again, it should land. That's, okay. Let's say it's a learning curve. Because it's now got cancelled landing intentions. So essentially what's happened there is it's cancelled the landing because I didn't do it within its set time limit. So whatever that'll be. So now it should clear me to land again. So it's going to circle around and hopefully it'll do it this time. So it's all about you know, learning what you need to do and what each button does basically. And once I've got the basics, I'll be away. So looks like there's another plane waiting to land. What's your favourite airline, Steve? That's a difficult one because I've not been on loads of airlines. So I've been on EasyJet. I've been on Ryanair as well. Or did we have EasyJet both ways? Last year, can't remember. Yeah, I think it's probably EasyJet to be honest. So I've not been on any other like British Airways or anyone like that. So it's a difficult one to sort of ask. Yeah, he does have to be responsible, Ethan. He can't just crash. He'll get kicked out of the CC if he does that. Air Transplant Airlines. Shut up, Savage. Are we going to land or are we not? Circling round again, by the looks of it. There's a few planes on the ground, so I'm trying to work out if Don't even know what that does. So I've got landing intentions set, so looks like there is a couple of planes readying for takeoff, so looks like I'm waiting for the path to clear. Steve, are you live again later? I plan to be, Ben, yes. On your truck. Just gonna land. Circling round again. Oh no. I think you would be, Ben, as long as you know your training goes well, and there's no reason why you can't do it. Gaining altitude, yeah, I saw that. It's ever so slowly though. Is it going for it this time? Or is it not? Is it? Still trying to work out if it's actually going to land. I thought of that, to be fair, Goldgel. Let me see. I've just let it took. I've just took control for a minute and then took it back. Okay, let me take control again. Oh god, that's terrible. Try and bank it round. So I don't have a clue what it's doing. I'm going to try and get it into the pattern entry and see if it does it. Hopefully it does. Quite a big window, to be fair. It's hit. Me bullying Stevie, oh aye. Just your usual then. we didn't give the passengers the heebie-jeebies, I don't know what will. Oh. Also, Steve, we got sexy beacons on our trucks. Well, I should hope so. Right, I'm gonna go to Y again and see what it does. Is it gonna spin round, or is it gonna try? Or is it gonna miss? It's turning, so let's see what happens. Yep, it's got into the pattern entry. I think it's going for it this time. But it's taking it higher. Or is it spinning away? Saying it's too quick. So, is it going to lower its speed? I'm going to Miami. Welcome to Miami.
Brussels Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Okay.
Brussels Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 5,000 feet for touch and go.
So that's cleared.
Enter left traffic runway 25 right Airbus Tree 20.
Let me go back to
Brussels
full.
Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Tree 20 5,000 feet to land. Enter left downwind runway 25 right Airbus Tree 20.
So I don't know. I'm trying to work out what this is doing. So I need to lower the speed, but surely the plane should do that itself on autopilot. But maybe it doesn't. So I'm gonna bank it round again. I'm gonna have to gain altitude, I think, again. This is not going well. Right. So, flatten it out again. So I wonder where it needs to be. It probably needs to be about 2,500. Even though I was vomiting. Oh dear. Let's try about 2.6-ish. Just gonna. So maybe I do have to land it myself, because I mean, you shouldn't need to. It should do it itself if you want to set the autopilot mode to do it for you. But maybe it doesn't. Still saying too fast, but oh, hang on, that's disappeared now. Let me try and bank the plane in. Come on. Let's see. So it still says too fast. Okay. How quick does it need to go down? I'm just going to see if it slips a parameter through to blue. So it needs to be low. Okay, so it needs to be lower than 200. So it needs to be below 200 knots. Basically, according to that. So do I put it into autopilot or do I leave it? Let's do autopilot. Is that gonna go round again? What is this doing? So that's now leaving the... Right, let's see what it does. See, are you mad at me that I lied that I flied an aeroplane? Sadly, it's April the 2nd because I wanted to make a joke. Well, it's a very belated April Fool's joke. Yeah, I think I'm going to land it by myself. Because clearly it's not going to work. I need to gain an altitude. Like now.